afternoon. I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. has given his assurance that the country will have more than enough vaccine supply next year. Galvez told Agenda that vaccine deliveries coming this December will also be allocated for inoculations next year. He says multilateral partners are also expected to lend the country some $900 million. Galvez says this is enough to purchase more than 90 million more booster shots. The country has just rolled out booster shots for health workers. Senior citizens and persons with comorbidities are expected to get their shots next.
Ganda yung naging relationship namin sa manufacturer. It will be easier for us to procure for the boosters. Yung first quarter po natin ng 2022, wala na po tayong problema.
And the Senate has suspended its deliberations on the proposed 5 trillion peso national budget until Monday, November 22nd. This is after Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana tested positive for COVID-19. Lorenzana personally attended deliberations on the proposed budget for the Defense Department this Tuesday. He then announced that he had tested positive for the virus just one day after. The Senate will be closed off for the week to make way for disinfection procedures. Those who were in attendance last Tuesday are advised to stay home, to isolate for 5 days, and get tested. The tandem of Senator Ping Lacson and Senate President Toto Soto said they will push for transparency in government if they win in the upcoming elections. To tell us more, we have Faith Del Mundo joining us live from Quezon City. Hi, F. What's the game plan? How exactly are they planning to carry this out?
Yes, Sean, since they were talking about pushing for transparency in governments, the two vowed to sign waivers on bank secrecy if they win in the 2022 elections. In their online press briefing, both candidates said that they will push for a transparent government. And aside from signing bank secrecy waivers, they will also push officials to have their sell-ins available to anyone who needs access. Presidential aspirant and Senator Ping Lacson said that they will not declare martial law despite his character of being a disciplinarian. On the issue of switching political parties, Lacson said that there should be accountability and loyalty. Meanwhile, vice presidential candidate and Senator Toto Soto said they will come up with a formula to solve the issue on illegal drugs in the country. Meanwhile, Soto said there may be a 4-day delay in the deliberation of the 2022 national budget after Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, who physically attended the Senate hearing, tested positive for COVID-19. And despite this, the Senate President said that they will work double time to have the budget bill passed on time. They said that they will work on proposed amendments next week. Sean, for the meantime, Senators Ping Lacson and Toto Soto said they will prioritize attending Senate hearings on the budget. And they also urge other senators who are also running in the 2022 elections to do the same. Sean?
Thank you for that update, Faith Del Mundo, joining us live from Quezon City. Moving on now to other developments in Philippine politics. The camp of presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos calls the latest disqualification case against the former senator nothing but a cheap political gimmick. In a statement, Marcos' spokesman, Attorney Vic Rodriguez, insisted that the COMELEC has no jurisdiction to review or amend decisions of the Court of Appeals. Martial law victims and human rights advocates filed a new petition against Marcos Jr., citing his previous tax conviction. Malacanang has denied that testing czar Vince Dizon has joined Manila Mayor Isko Moreno's campaign team. Acting spokesman Carlo Nograles said Dizon remains a cabinet member and presidential advisor for pandemic response. Lito Banayo, Moreno's campaign chief, said that they support Dizon's role in pandemic response, but added that they will welcome him eventually into Isko's team. Presidential aspirant Leody de Guzman has warned against the ratification of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP. He says the trade deal will severely affect local farmers who are still reeling from the effects of the rice tariffication law. Under the RCEP, zero tariffs will be imposed on 1,200 kinds of farm products. The regional trade agreement is set to take effect next year. Presidential aspirant and Senator Manny Pacquiao may not get an endorsement from the vote-rich province of Cebu. Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia says that 2 other contenders are being considered. Mon Gualvez with the rest of the details.
Yellow pad in hand, Senator Manny Pacquiao made rounds at the Guadalupe Public Market in Makati on Wednesday. He took note of the situation and concerns of the vendors, as well as the prices of goods in the market. After this, the presidential aspirant went straight to Bulacan to speak with some pastors and local leaders. Pacquiao admits he wants his presence in these areas to help pull voters' preference toward him. This especially now that is lagging behind in surveys.
Nangampanya tayo by faith. By faith and sa ground natin sa mga tao. Totoo tayo, hindi tayo nagkikipagplastikan.
But in the vote-rich province of Cebu, which he visited for the 3rd time last weekend, it seems like he did not leave too good of an impression among local officials. Unlike other candidates who frequented the province, Pacquiao has yet to have a chance to meet with Governor Gwen Garcia. The reason?
Nag-schedule kami ng maraming beses pero maraming hindi siguro nakatugma ang schedule namin last na kinancel din ni Gob. Dahil busy daw siya.
The first time he came around, his people asked for an appointment. We set it. But then, suddenly, it was cancelled. I thought that it was because he had some other engagement that could not set aside. But then, we found out that on the very day that he was supposed to come to the capital, he went ahead, he cancelled the appointment because he went to visit another opponent of mine.
Garcia said the province will still welcome Pacquiao anytime he wants to visit, but she stressed the senator will never get an endorsement from One Cebu. So who's likely to get the much coveted endorsement?
Mayor Isko Moreno is being seriously considered by One Cebu. On the other hand, my son-in-law, Congressman Duke Frasco, is naturally sympathetic to Bongbong Marcos.
Still, Pacquiao is confident that he'll be able to deliver solid Visayas and Mindanao votes during the 2022 elections.
I'm sure yung mga Mindanaoan sa Visayas, mga Bisaya, masusulit ko naman siguro yun dahil pareho kami mga Bisaya. Siyempre, saan pa bubuto yung mga Bisaya sa kapwa Bisaya.
For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
Let's take a quick look at today's other top stories. Chinese Coast Guard vessels blocked and blew water cannons on 2 Philippine supply boats en route to transport goods to the Philippine military outpost in the Ayungin Shoal. Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Boy Lacson Jr. said no one was hurt during the incident, but the resupply mission had to be aborted. Lacson spoke with Chinese Ambassador Huang Xilian and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Beijing to condemn and protest the incident. Metro Manila mayors will be meeting tonight to discuss a uniform policy on whether to allow children outside under Alert Level 2. Recall that President Duterte urged mayors to implement an ordinance banning kids aged 12 and below from public areas. And the Commission on Higher Education has given the go signal for varsity teams to resume training, subject to health protocols. Schools have begun discussions on restarting collegiate games by early next year. This is after the government allowed contact sports in areas under Alert Level 2. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News. Pilipinas.